light. Hello, everyone watching the replay. Hello. Where is my light? I think I lost my light. I wanted to have better lighting. Hey, y'all. Happy Friday. So weird. Can y'all hear me? I'm gonna wait till some more people come in. And while the people are coming in, I'm gonna go look for my light. Because I want my light. So weird. I'm like, how do you lose something that was just here? Okay. What's going on, y'all? How you doing? Can you hear me okay? If you can hear me, put like a 1 in the chat. And we'll get started in a few minutes. In the meantime, get yourself something to drink while I look for my light. Where's my lighting? 1 second, guys. I think it disappeared. Hold on 1 second. I'll be back. Oh, I found it. Okay. Okay, you guys can hear me? Perfect. Hey, y'all. Happy Friday. Let me get my lighting in order here. Get some good lighting. Even I don't really need it. I just see the difference. What's going on? Where are you guys at? We got Hope Hill from Malibu, California. Happy Friday, Creative Star. Happy Friday. We made it. Got Los Angeles. Who else is in here? No lipstick on my teeth. Los Angeles. We got 2 people from Los Angeles. We got Florida, Davenport, Florida, Pittsburgh, North Carolina. We got New York. Awesome. Detroit. Awesome. All right. Well, listen, I wanted to come on here really quick as people are still coming in. I just, my skin. Girl, it's the lighting. It's the lighting. The lighting is lighting right now. I actually just posted a story a few days ago on this moisturizer that I'm using. And it's so good. It's by the brand. Who makes this moisturizer? I got to find out. Hold on so I can tell y'all. Because I talked about it, I think a few weeks ago. It's by COSRX, COSRX. It's called Snail Mucin. It's like a essence for your skin. And it's so good. And it's like clearing up like dark spots and all the things. So I love it. Good afternoon. Your skin is glowing. Thank you. I think it's, like I said, I think it's the lighting. And I also think it's the moisturizer that I've been using on my skin. It's so good. So good. But like I said, it's by COSRX and like a Snail Mucin, but it's really good. So yeah. So we got Detroit, we got Fort Lauderdale, we got London, we got Michigan, we got Ohio, we got the UK, we got Illinois, and we got Chicago. I love it. So I want this to be really intimate. I don't expect a lot of people to join us live because it's the middle of the day. People are working, so it just might be us. So let's go ahead. Yes, you get to catch a live. So if this is your first time catching me live on YouTube, put a 1 in the chat. I'm curious to see who's new and this is your first time watching me live. All right, we got a few 1s. Oh, we got quite a few 1s. Shoot, I work at home, so I'll be here. Oh, great. Perfect. Okay, cool. Awesome. Well, I'm so glad you guys are here. How my lives typically work is your show. It's for you. This is a time where I make myself available to answer any questions you guys have for me in a live setting. And I love the live setting because not only are you getting value and you're getting your questions answered, but it's also helping other people too, because we're all in this room together. Okay. If you do have to leave, I typically keep my replays. So if you want to come back and watch it later on, it'll be up directly after this video. I typically try to go for like 30 minutes, 45 minutes max, but sometimes it goes over than that, depending on the questions, depending on what's going on. Usually I do share products in my lives, like things that I'm loving. But today I don't, because I am preparing to do a updated Holy Grail hair care product video. A lot of you guys have probably already seen my Holy Grail product videos where I share amazing hair care products that I love and I talk about the science behind them. So since I'm gearing up for that, I want to hold off those products for that video. So how this works is you guys ask me questions. So this can be about your hair. This can be about your scalp. This can be about hair growth products, anything you want it to be. If you want to veer off topic and talk about something else, that's fine. But for the most part, we typically do talk about hair here. So get your questions in your mind, think about your question, and just start typing them. Because whoever, you know, puts the question in the chat, you know, gets answered. So let's get started. Okay, Jennifer's the first one. Jennifer, your name sounds so familiar. Jennifer Raleigh. I've seen your name before. Thank you for being here. Hey, Tanya, how are you? I'm doing good, girl. It's Friday. I'm really happy about that. Hope you're doing well. Is that a headband wig? It's so cute. This is actually, would you believe, it's a lace front, but I turn lace fronts into headband wigs. You can turn any lace front into a headband wig. And basically all you do is, instead of putting the wig right here, you put it back here and put the little headband on top. Done. Put your little edges, and that's it. So this is what this is. It's a lace front wig, and it's by yes, we did have a phone consultation. Hope you're doing well, Jennifer. But yes, this one I want to say is by, it's either Sensational. I think it's Sensational. It's not Free Stress. I think it's Sensational, but it's a lace front wig, and this one is called Crush. That's the name of it. I got it. Now, here's the thing. When I got this wig, it came down here. It was like super long, and I cut it, but I cut too much of it. So you might see like some short pieces here. I did that. So I just kind of, you know, smooth it in, but that's all it is. It's a lace front wig turned into a headband wig. You guys know I am in protective style mode, and I put my part here so it blends with the part of the lace front wig. That's all I do. So I am a lazy natural. I've been a lazy natural for the past 3 months, and I don't see myself stopping anytime soon. So that's what it is. Best oil for hair fall. So for hair fall, I would say this. You want to do a number of things, but to answer your question about the best oil for hair fall, I would definitely say, there's quite a few. So number one, definitely pumpkin seed oil. I've been talking about that a lot. And I think the reason why I talk about that one so much is because I love the quality of that oil. And I always tell people that if you're going to get this oil, make sure you get the one that is dark green. It's like a brown, dark green color. Don't get the one that's like super yellow and light. That's not real pumpkin seed oil. So get the one that's real dark. You can find a few online stores who sell it, like Mountain Rose Herbs sell it. That's the only one I've seen so far that sells real authentic pumpkin seed oil, but I love that. It's great for thinning or hair fall. You can also make your own, like, sorry, let me turn my phone off or down. You can also make your own like DIY hair growth oil. A real simple one would be like jojoba oil and a few drops of peppermint and rosemary, something simple like that, you know. You also may want to look at it a step further and get some blood work done. It doesn't hurt to get that done either. Just check your vitamin D levels. A lot of us tend to be deficient in vitamin D. So I would get that done, and also get your iron levels checked as well, just to make sure that you're good and you're getting all the nutrients that your body needs so it can grow, but also not enter into the shedding phase so early. You guys know we have a hair growth cycle, you know, and with the hair growth cycle, we have the anagen phase, which is the active growth phase. We have the catagen phase, which is the resting phase, and you have the telogen phase, which is the shedding phase. If our body is lacking a certain nutrient, our hair will go into the shedding phase a lot quicker than it's supposed to. So, you know, so if you are deficient in iron, if you are deficient in vitamin D, if there's something else going on, your body will enter, or your hair will enter into telogen a lot faster. So the oils are great, but you also want to look at this from an internal perspective as well. So that's my recommendation. Okay. Best care for an inflamed scalp. I would look at how you're styling your hair. number one, how are you handling your scalp, mainly when you are styling your hair, when you are itching your scalp, making sure that you're not too rough with it. I will also look at, once again, your health. This plays a huge role, especially if you are experiencing scalp inflammation. I will look at what you're eating. Are you eating are you eating any like processed foods? Are you eating any like a lot of fried foods? What does your diet look like? A lot of that can lead to an inflamed scalp. Do you have any product buildup? How often are you cleansing your scalp? Because sometimes if you have product buildup, that can get trapped in the follicle and cause inflammation as well. So it's a number of things, but I will look at those three things to see what's going on. Now I will say that aloe vera juice. I think aloe vera juice is such a gem when it comes to scalp, because not only is it great for moisture and pH balance, but I think it's also anti-inflammatory too. I think it is. So doing like aloe vera gel scalp massages, you can do this before or after your shampoo, can also help as well. Because I always feel like when it comes to hair care, we should always do it internally and also topically as well, to kind of double tag team it. So oils for shedding, I would do a green tea rinse, Dominique. It's just so effective and it works really fast. And then I'll also look at shedding. Once again, it's normal. So what you think is horrible may actually be your hair just naturally shedding. And I always say that our hair sheds 50 to 100 strands a day. So if you think about it like this, if you're not combing your hair for the past 3 days, when you go to comb it on that fourth day, you're going to have 300 strands of hair, and it's going to look like a lot when really it's not. It's just because you haven't combed your hair. You know what I'm saying? So I would look at it from that. Now, if you have a regimen where you do comb your hair, and it's like, no, like I comb my hair, I know my shedding and this is gotten so much more, then that's different. It could be hormonal related, or it could be something where just getting some antioxidants, like for example, green tea rinses on your scalp, like doing that after your shampoo, that can help as well. So that's how I would kind of tackle that. Let's see. Hello, First Live. What are your thoughts on Minoxidil? Suffer from postpartum hair loss and have alopecia on my edges. So Minoxidil is it's the FDA approved drug for hair growth. It works. I've heard some mixed things about it though, to be honest with you. I've heard some people say that it works, but when they stop using it, the hair growth goes away and they start losing their hair again. You know what I'm saying? So for some people, they become dependent on this drug. But that's how most drugs are too, if you think about it, right? So you kind of, so that's my thoughts on that, So I would say you can try it and see how your hair responds, but I don't like the fact that some people have to be dependent on it. That's the part I don't like. Now, there has been a study that was done. I don't remember if it was rosemary or peppermint, but they compared the two. Like they had a study where people were taking Minoxidil, and then someone else was taking either peppermint or rosemary, like essential oil mixed into like a carrier oil. And they saw that the essential oil work just as well as the drug. You know what I'm saying? So you can explore natural options as well, but that's just my take on that. I'm trying to go in order. Every time I try to go in order, it just doesn't happen that way. Have you used coconut milk on your hair? I have one time. It kind of made my hair really stiff. I didn't like it. Maybe I'm supposed to like blend it in with something else or whatever, but I just used straight up coconut milk on my hair and it just kind of made it too stiff for me. I didn't like it. So, but yeah. What will you recommend for losing your edges and want to grow them back? I would say prevention and treatment. Prevention meaning just be mindful of how you style your hair. Like no tight braids, like nothing pulling at your edges, no tight buns. Like that's the prevention part there, right? No lace front wigs with the glue. Leave the glue alone. Do like I do. Turn a lace front wig into a headband wig, okay? Where there's no glue involved. So that's what I would say prevention wise. Treatment wise, good old castor oil mixed in with a few peppermint oil drops, you know, something like that will be fine. You can also take a hair vitamin too. I have a video on like my favorite hair vitamins on my channel. You can check that video out. But that's how I would tackle like growing your edges. You know, that's what I would do. How to maintain moisture on 4C hair now and during the winter months. I'm low porosity and it's always dry. Well, my question for you, Delta One Cookie, I like your name, by the way. My question for you would be, what's your regimen? You know, like how often do you deep condition your hair? You know, so since your hair is like always dry, I would get on this regimen. I would do a deep conditioner every week for the next 2 months. I would deep condition your hair once a week. Okay. So shampoo, deep conditioner once a week. I would also invest in a steamer. Steamers are really inexpensive now. I remember way back when they were like a lot of money, but now they're really inexpensive. I have a few that I prefer in my Amazon store. The link is below this video, but get you a good steamer and a good deep conditioner and do this once a week. That's going to help tremendously. You may have to start moisturizing your hair, if not every day, once every 2 days. Okay. Because you have 4C hair, because your hair is really dry, your hair needs moisture. You know what I'm saying? I think sometimes we think our skin and our hair is different. A lot of us put lotion on our skin every single day because we don't want our skin to be dry. So we have to treat our hair the same way. Now, if putting moisturizer in your hair every day is too much for your hair, then do like I do. I do every 2 days. If I go longer than 2 days, my hair starts to look kind of funny. It looks crazy, you know, starts to break and get dry. So I would say DC once a week with a steamer. Moisturize your hair every 2 days. There's a really good moisturizer. There's several moisturizers that I'm loving right now. Okay, if you want to do a liquid one, I would say get your hands on the Apogee Pro Vitamin Leave-In Conditioner. That one is a liquid moisturizer. You got to put it in a spray bottle, but it's so good and has a little bit of protein in there too. So I would say try that if you want a liquid one. But if you have like thick 4C hair, you want a cream, ideally. You know, you can opt for Lush has a really good moisturizer called Curl Revive. It's a little pricey, but it's worth it, in my opinion. You know, I'm all about performance. If the thing works, I'm gonna buy it, you know, so that's a really good one. Another good one, of course, is Aussie Moist leave-in conditioner. You guys know I talk about that all the time because it's that good. But I would check that out as your moisturizer. And because you have thick hair, did you say you have thick hair or did I make that up? I made that up. But you got 4C, low porosity hair. Okay. You can try hair grease. You can try it and see how your hair responds to it. But if you're kind of like about it, then I would say sweet almond oil, Whole Foods make a really good sweet almond oil. I love that oil. What's her name? Melanin Whitney. She has the multi-use hair oil that's really good too. So honestly, I think it's just more so increasing your moisture, and that'll help tremendously with the dryness that you are experiencing. And that's for anyone on this live who is experiencing really, really dry hair. Invest in a steamer, increase your deep conditioning, and increase your moisture sessions throughout the week. You know, gone are the days of moisturizing our hair once a week. Some people can get away with that, but a lot of us cannot, myself included. You know, think about your hair as your skin. If I go a whole week without moisturizing this skin, you're going to have some problems. Okay. So there's that. All right. Next question. Number one tip to care for fine, low porosity hair. Number one tip to care for fine, low porosity hair. Avoid product buildup as much as possible. Avoid heavy butters. Creams are okay. Gel creams are okay. But avoid any type of heavy product because that's going to really cause some issues for you. And you may think that is moisturizing your hair, but it's really not. So I would say avoid product buildup and anything heavy. You know, that would be like my number one tip for anyone who has like really fine, low porosity hair. Okay, let's see what's going down in the chat. Let me go down. Hey, Keandra, how are you, sis? Hey, Allie. Hello from Texas. How y'all doing? Okay, let's see. Where am I? I lost my place. Dang it. Coming off hormone therapy after 23 years, dealing with hair thinning. Okay. Any suggestion to slow slash stop the thinning? So, ugh. So it could, well, it sounds like it's like menopause related, because, as we get older, we lose estrogen, our hormones fluctuate. And with the loss of estrogen, we get the increase of the androgens, and the androgens create the DHT, and the DHT is that hormone that leads to hair loss. So it's kind of like this, you know, however, once again, that's where that pumpkin seed comes into play. And I keep preaching pumpkin seed oil because there has been a lot of, well, not a lot, but there has been some data, great data backed behind it, of how beneficial it is, especially for women who do have menopause, or like, and even men who go through hair loss when they're around that age. So if I were you, of course, consult with your doctor, get your hands on a pumpkin seed supplement. Once again, anything with hair growth, you want to tackle it internally and externally. So get your hands on a pumpkin seed supplement. I have one. Do I have one? I think I have one. Hold on. I'll be right back. I'm going to show you the one that I have, or the one that the one I have. Hold on. Okay. This is the one. Swanson pumpkin seed oil. This is the one I have. If you want to screenshot this, you can. Okay. You can screenshot this if you want. You can get this off Amazon. I think this might be in my Amazon store. I think it is, but these are really good. Now, here's the thing. If you do not like big pills, you may not like this. So they're gel capsules, but they're kind of large. For me, I don't mind it because it's gel, and it just goes down. And by the way, for anyone who has a hard time swallowing big pills like this, it's better with like juice versus water. It just kind of distracts my mouth, I guess, and makes me like, oh, focus on the sugar more than the actual how big the pill is. But this is really good. So I would get your hands on this, but also do pumpkin seed massages as well. If you want to be really fancy, I would put a few drops of like your favorite essential oil, like lavender or rosemary, in that oil, and just massage your scalp. And that should help as well. And then I would get on a good supplement too, like a good vitamin supplement, just in case you're deficient in anything. So that's how I would tackle that. Great question, by the way, Yvonne. I'm so sorry. Some things come up and I've got to go. I've definitely watched the replay. Have a fat weekend, everyone. See you. Enjoy the replay. Let's see. Seborrheic dermatitis. Can I use oils, and can I wash? I'm assuming you mean wash, like wash your hair twice a week. So when it comes to seborrheic dermatitis, it's so tricky. It's tricky because there's some people who can use oils on their scalp and some who cannot. There are some people who can only use like mineral oil, like like non-plant-based oils. So it's tricky. One thing I will say, like I spoke to a young lady recently who has seborrheic dermatitis, and she mentioned what was working for her. Well, actually, she mentioned a few things that were working for her. The first thing was tea tree oil. And to my understanding, she was mixing that in an oil. So you can mix this in mineral oil if your scalp is that sensitive to plant oils. If not, then I would say you can mix it with like a jojoba oil, which is the oil that's the most closest to our hair's natural sebum. So you can do that. She also recommended ACV, which is something I do recommend as well. You can do apple cider vinegar rinses once a week. Focus on massaging that into your scalp. That's going to do wonders for your scalp and your hair as well. And then she also mentioned coal tar. Now, coal tar has been around for a long, long time. I don't know if it's pine tar or coal tar. I think it's both. But I think she mentioned coal tar. But basically, there's like a coal tar shampoo that helps with scalp conditions. And she was using all three of those things in conjunction, and it has helped her scalp tremendously. So those are some natural things you can do. If you're looking for like non-natural things, then I would say definitely go, to like your dermatologist or a trichologist to get a closer look, because they can of course recommend like different prescriptions and drugs and whatnot for your scalp. But if you want something more natural, I would look into ACV rinses, tea tree, and also coal tar shampoo. So yeah. Have you heard of the wild hair growth oil? What's your thoughts on them? Yeah, I've heard of wild growth. I mean, that's been around for a long time. That's actually one of the oils that I recommend in the customized hair care plans that I do for women who want to grow their hair. That's one of the ones that I recommend. That's a good one. Of course, results vary with anything in hair care, but they have a lot of herbs in there, a lot of herbs, a lot of different oils. So it's potent stuff, but I haven't had any issues with it. I don't see any red flags with the ingredients. So yeah. Should I rotate between Ayurvedic deep conditioning and store-bought deep conditioning? Yeah, you can definitely do that. One thing I do, and you guys know, is I fluctuate my products out. I never just have one shampoo, one deep conditioner, one oil. I always have at least 2 or 3 on hand. And I think that's the trick that prevents my hair from getting used to one product. Have you ever used something that you love so much and the next thing you know, like the effect is different and it's just like, this ain't it no more. Now, it could be because the company changed the formula. That's the thing too. But it could also be that, your hair is just like, this ain't it no more. So for me to prevent that from happening, what I typically find is helpful is just having like 2 or 3 products just in rotation. So if you want to rotate them out, and have 2 different deep conditioners, please do that. There's nothing wrong with that. How do you make pumpkin seed oil? I don't know how you make it. I just buy it, girl. Just buy the pumpkin seed oil. Just buy it. Okay. Water creates beads on my hair. Should I increase the deep conditioning? Water. So if you have like what I think what you're saying is, so when you spray water on your hair, right, and you start to see it beating up, that's kind of normal. The reason why I say that is because that means that your hair is very lipophilic, which is a sign of healthy hair. So when I say lipophilic, meaning there is an oil coating on the hair naturally, and that helps our hair with moisture retention, because you guys know water evaporates, but oil helps to seal in that moisture. So that natural oil layer on the cuticle is what helps moisture that we apply stay into our hair. So there are times when you are spraying water and you see those little beads. That just means that your cuticle is doing what it's supposed to do, which is being lipophilic. Now, what you can do is smooth it in to the cuticle. And that's probably all you need to do. Like if you're using like a liquid leave-in conditioner or even just water and you're seeing the beads, just help it in. Just help it get into the cuticle just by smoothing it in. And it doesn't hurt to even, increase your deep conditioning, but the water beads on their hair, that's completely normal. I'm wearing braids now and want to make a DIY herbal spray, not rinse. Would you suggest green tea, hibiscus, or something else? Wearing braids now, want to make a DIY herbal spray. Both of those are great. I mean, you can use both green tea and hibiscus. I would say discard it after a week or 2, but that combination is completely fine. What's the best shampoo for gray hair? So Dorothy, are you trying to cover your gray hair? Because if you're trying to do that, there is a shampoo that one of my subscribers shared with me the other day. I'm trying to see if I can find it really quick. What is it called? Oh, here it goes. Gray hair shampoo. I think this is the one that she told me that she really likes. Excuse me one second. Okay, so it's by okay, if you go to Amazon, Dorothy, and type in black hair dye shampoo, it's by a brand. It says King Ming, Kingming. So if the goal is for you to cover your grays via a shampoo, I would recommend that one. But if you're like, nah, I like my grays, I'm not trying to cover anything, then you can use any regular moisturizing shampoo. So as I am, pomegranate shampoo, absolutely amazing. Atlanta Hair Doctor's shampoo, absolutely amazing. Carol's Daughter Wash Day Delight, absolutely amazing. You know, so you can't go wrong with those. Whew. You mentioned about moisturizing the hair several times a day. What if my hair is in braids, protective styles? How do I moisturize it? Great question. So if your hair is in braids, you're going to opt for a liquid moisturizer and spray the length of where your hair is. So let's say you got braids in, right? And your braids stop right here in the braids. You're going to take that liquid moisturizer, spray, 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 get you a nice little lightweight oil down the length of the braids, done. So you gotta do. That's it. So that's how I would do that. Now, if you got like a lace front wig and you got that sucker on for like 2-3 weeks straight, I can't help you. I can't help you there. But if your hair is exposed, especially in braids, just use a liquid spray, lightweight oil, and that'll get the job done. Recommended number of wash days. I do 3 times a week. You do 3 times a week, girl? Wow. I mean, hey, I think, okay. I think it's a lot, but curly chemistry rule 101. If it works for you, stick with it. You know what I'm saying? So if your hair is responding well to 3 wash days a week and you're seeing results, your hair is flourishing, keep it up because everyone's hair is different. So yeah, that's what I would say. The other part of me is like, ooh, because that's a lot on our hair, you know, especially with you shampooing it 3 times a week. You're in it 3, like, you know, it's a lot going on. But like I said, if your hair is responding well to it, then definitely stick with that. Okay. Thank you guys for liking this video. The goal for me today is get 100 likes. 100 likes. So if this is helpful so far for you, please be sure to like this video. Okay, let's see. Next question. Thank you guys. I appreciate you. Let's see. For low porosity, should you wash out the deep conditioner with warm water or cold water? So because you have low porosity hair, you can do cold, you can do cool, you can do lukewarm. Just don't do hot. Just don't do hot. That's what I would say. Yeah, that's what I would. Yeah, between cold, but at the same time, I don't even wash my hair with cold water. Like I think that's just torture. So I would say cool to lukewarm water. That's what I would do there. Real bad dandruff on the scalp, what can help? Okay, so if you have really bad dandruff on the scalp, what can help? I would, if you can, I don't even know if there's even one, a tea tree oil shampoo, but tea tree oil would be great. You know what you should get your hands on? You should get your hands on Atlanta Hair Doctor's shampoo. I love her stuff. She has a shampoo that is geared towards dandruff, and I want to say it has tea tree oil in it. So I would get your hands on that. You can also do ACV rinses also. To me, tea tree and ACV are going to be like the top homemade DIY treatments for the hair. I think they're so, for the scalp, I think they're so amazing, especially when it comes to dandruff. And also moving forward, I will be mindful of like how often you wash your hair. You know, like there are some women who wash their hair like once a month, once every other month, you know, and they're getting a lot of product buildup. And with that product buildup, it's increasing the pH of the scalp. And anytime the pH of the scalp increases, that becomes a breeding ground for yeast. The yeast that's responsible for dandruff, which is called Malaysia. So you want to be mindful of that too. You know, how often you're washing your hair. Are you putting any creams or any butters and like, you know, like heavy stuff on your hair? There's nothing wrong with that in a sense, but leaving it on too long can definitely cause like like I said, product buildup and the pH to go up. So you just kind of want to be careful with those things. So for you, I would say ACV rinses, but definitely check out the Atlanta Hair Doctor shampoo. It's a really good shampoo. What are your thoughts on Olaplex 3? Is it effective or worth the money? How often should you use it? So I've used Olaplex 3 before. It's not bad. It's not a bad product. I just might be biased to Apogee because I have such a long history with Apogee, and they have worked wonders on my hair, especially when my hair went through some serious damage. I think it's effective. I think it works. Is it worth the money? Honestly, that's for you to decide. I can't, and I understand why they charge what they charge because they have a patent on that formula. No one can recreate that. Like they put some research into that product and that ingredient. But I think it's effective. I think it works. I'm just biased with Apogee personally when it comes to like protein, but K18 is good too though. So okay, if I had to like kind of, I would say Apogee, K18, Olaplex. That's just my personal preference, but K18, I don't know, coming up. K18 coming up, you know what I'm saying? But Olaplex is cool, but yeah, that's just my little opinion on it. Peace and blessings, Allie. Thank you so much. Hello from hot Texas. Girl, it's hot here in North Carolina. It's like 98. No, I can't read. 88. It's hot. It's hot. The other day was 100. You know where I was? Inside my house. I was. Okay. Hey, Tanya. My hair is growing well. Credit to your channel. Woo-hoo. But these edges keep disrespecting me. No, not the edges, girl. They won't come to the table. What can I do to stimulate growth in that area? We just talked about that, sis. So the same thing I told her, I'm gonna tell you, prevention, avoid any like tight styles and get your hands on some castor oil with a little bit of peppermint oil, massage, and get you a good multivitamin. I have a video on like different vitamins that I recommend. So I would get your hands on, choosing one of those. But that would be like my 3-step process for regrowing your edges. Okay. Let's see. Hello, I am a fan and really appreciate your content. I just signed on, not sure if this has been asked. Do you recommend using Chebe powder for hair growth / moisture retention? So for me, when it comes to Chebe powder, I've seen mixed reviews. I've seen some women say that it works wonders, and I've seen someone say that it didn't work at all. I personally haven't used Chebe powder before, either Chebe or Chebe powder. I haven't seen any data on it either, so it's hard for me to say if it's effective or like the science behind it. However, from what I know of it, it's like this clay, right? So when you think about the clay, you think about minerals, and when I think about minerals, I think about silica. Now, I don't know what the silica content is in that powder, but silica is amazing for the hair, and there's other minerals as well, natural minerals that are in clays, that are beneficial for the hair. So from that aspect, I can see how it could be a benefit to people, but also keep in mind that not everything works the same for everyone. So I think it's worth trying out to see how your hair responds to it. If it responds well, then that's a good sign. Great question, by the way. Okay. Let's see. Where am I? Trying to be chronological today. Trying. Okay. Low porosity wash every 2 weeks. Okay. Low porosity. I wash my hair every 2 weeks. First and second wash day, deep conditioned. Then third 6 weeks, I do protein. I have Apogee 2-step and would like to know how often I should use it. The Apogee 2-step, you can use that on a need by need basis. Like you don't have to. I typically reach for the 2-step if my hair feels horrible, or I experience some crazy damage, or my hair just doesn't feel like it's supposed to. Then I'll reach for that. To me, Apogee 2-step is like the CPR for my hair. Like bring her back. Like is that CPR or is that okay? Anyway, yeah. That's what I would do. Wait, is that CPR? What's the one where you got to blow in the nose? Or is that a part of the process? You can tell, I never had to take that class. Maybe I should, because that's important to know. But anyway, that's a CPR for my hair. But the 2-minute being a lightweight protein treatment, I get that anytime. Like I'll do that like once a month around there. But the 2-step, that's just like an as needed basis. Okay. She said, I don't want to be dependent on any drug. Not worth it. Yeah, it's not worth it. It's not. Okay. I like shea butter as an overnight pre-poo. What say you? If you like shea butter as overnight pre-poo, then that's a sign that your hair likes it too. You know, so I say stick with it. There's nothing wrong with shea butter on the hair, nothing at all. You know, so yeah, I think that works, sis. All right, I lost my place in line. Okay, maybe I didn't. Okay. Let's see. What's your opinion on getting locks started with suffering with CCA alopecia? Girl, that's tricky. That's real tricky. It's real tricky. Because you already have alopecia, but you're about to get locks. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. And this is when it's hard to give advice because I don't want to be the person be like, nah, girl, don't do it. Wait until your hair is, you know. But at the same time, I don't know. I don't recommend it. I'm gonna be honest with you because locks, unless they're gonna be really, really, really loose. But usually when I because I'm not a lock expert, y'all, so don't, you know, but usually I think when you get them retwisted, there is some tension there to, you know, and I don't know how it's going to be for your scalp, sis. I would say proceed with caution. That's what I would say. It's tricky. It's tricky, tricky, tricky. So yeah, let's see. My hair is long and naturally curly. However, I went to a salon to get it straightened. And what a nightmare it has been. I've been there. I now have breakage and thinning. How can I get my hair back to its healthy state? You got breakage and thinning. I would do some deep conditioners for sure. And I would also do some protein treatments to get that balance back. The breakage, oof. The breakage could be coming from the damage. I mean, it's definitely coming from the damage for sure. So that's why I'm saying like implement some protein treatments. Have you done a two-step or a hardcore protein treatment? If you haven't done that, I would try that first. I would do, I'm biased here. I would do after the two-step, followed by a really, really good deep conditioner, like something that your hair loves that you're currently using. I would let that be your step two. So step two, so shampoo, after G2 step, rinse that off, deep conditioner with steam. That treatment alone, you should start seeing improvement like that. So that's what I recommend. I'm so sorry that happened to you. That's no fun because I've been there. Listen, well, at least you don't have heat damage because at least that's not what you said, but I had some heat damage and it was just, oh, okay. I'm back. Okay, I'm trying to watch while I'm working. I'm missing too many gems. I'm definitely going to have to rewatch. Yes, T, rewatch the replay. I'm definitely going to keep this. We're almost at the goal, 73. Oh, we're at 74 likes. The goal is 100 likes. Thank you guys for liking this video, especially if it has been helpful for you. Okay, let's see. Where am I? Does the deep conditioner need to sit long to be effective? Not really. I would say at least 10 minutes. At least 10 minutes. You don't want to, go too long. But I would say at least 10 minutes. And you can amplify it quickly with some steam too, so that's what I would say. Is it okay to use Vaseline instead of hair grease? Hair grease always breaks me out and I can't find a fragrance-free version. You can. I mean, I always say go for the hair care product, but Vaseline is the same thing as hair grease, it's petrolatum. It's the same stuff, and it's cosmetic grade, meaning it's all the impurities have been filtered out, so you can still use it. So yeah, that's completely fine. Yep. Let's see. A good hairbrush. There's one on Amazon. Let me see if I can find it really quick. Oh, my light went out. The disrespect. My pretty lighting went away. That's okay. Let me see if I can find this brush for you. It's a boar bristle brush. And I got it a few months ago and it's so good, but I don't know if I can find it. Hold on, let me check my past orders. See if I can find it in there, but it's such a good brush. Okay, let me see. I think I brought it in 2022, actually. Oh, here it goes. Okay, so there's a brush on Amazon that's so good, and it's called, see my little light died on me. It's called Spornet, SPOR. No. Just type in Deville, DEVILLE. DEVILLE. I'll post it in the chat so y'all can see it. DEVILE brush. It's a boar bristle brush on Amazon. So good. So that's what I recommend. Okay, let's see. Where am I at? Because I clearly lost my spot in the line. I'm trying to be better at answering questions in chronological order. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Hey T, I started drenching my hair with water and conditioner in between styles. Okay, wait. I started drenching my hair with water and conditioner in between styles. Okay. Is there any long-term issues with over moisturizing? Heck yeah. Yes, I'm really natural again, but it keeps my hair moisturized and manageable. Yes. So the good thing is that you're seeing good results with it. But to answer your question, yes, there is such a thing called moisture overload. It's rare, but it happens, and you'll know you have it when your hair starts to feel like spaghetti. Once your hair starts to feel like spaghetti, then that's an indicator that you have moisture overload, and it is horrible. And what I did to correct that, if that ever happens to you, God forbid that it does, was I did a protein treatment and my hair was back to normal like that. I have a video on it actually here on YouTube. But yes, you can totally over moisturize your hair. Like I said, it's rare. It takes a lot for that to happen. But when it does happen, you will know. Like, let's say you do a braid out, your braid out won't even have the pattern. It'll just be like, phew. Like your hair it'll look so bad and it'll feel like spaghetti. So that's, yeah, it's a thing. We're at 96 likes. Woo-hoo! Okay, we're almost there. Who's going to be the 100th person? That's what I want to know. Who's going to be the one to make it to 100? Okay, back to my questions. Let's see. Very tightly coily hair. Yes, we'll incorporate deep conditioning. Thank you. You're welcome, Delta One Cookie. Hi, Keandra. Let's see. I shaved my head months ago. I sprayed my scalp / new growth with rose / aloe water glycerin mix. Rose, aloe water, glycerin mix. Okay. I leave in scalp oil, electric massage, red light at night. I wake up with dry hair. Growth is stagnant. Help. So you're doing all the things basically, and you're not seeing the results that you want, right? When that happens, it sounds like it's internally. It sounds like there's something going on. Have you got your iron levels checked? Have you got your vitamin D levels checked? What does your diet look like? All of that plays a role. I think, I don't want to get on my soapbox. I don't want to get on it, but I want to. I think a lot of times we focus on the things, the products, the oils, and because they do play a role, but our body, our hormones, our diet, all of that is really the heavy lifting when it comes to hair growth. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not talking about you, girl. I'm just saying someone else, let's make up a character. Chauncey. Okay. Chauncey's like, Tanya, my hair is not growing. What the heck? But then I look at Chauncey's diet, and Chauncey has fried chicken. She going to McDonald's. She eating soda all the time. She not taking no vitamins. She not exercising. You know what I'm saying? She's smoking. She's eating all the processed food. You look at her cabinet, all you see is candy and chocolate and potato chips. You know what I'm saying? Like, make it make sense. So we have to really pay attention to what we do internally. Now, if you're like, no, Tanya, I'm doing all the things. My iron is good. My vitamin D levels are good. I eat right. I eat healthy fats. My nutrients are where they need to be, and my hair's still not growing, then I don't know about that. I'm stumped there, but that's rare. That in itself is rare. Usually, if it's not the products and you're doing all the things, it's something internally. So that's the thing. I need to make a video on that, because I feel like as a community, We don't really talk about that. We don't talk about the internal and how that affects our hair. A lot of people don't even know that alopecia is caused from inflammation in the body. People don't talk about that, So I'm off my soapbox now. I wasn't trying to get on it, but I had to get on it for a second. But we're back. Okay. Love from France. Hey Tracy, I would love a macaroon. Can I come to France to visit you, Tracy? And me and you can go to La Durée and get us some macaroons. That'd be so fun. Okay, I'm back. Okay, I'm doing great. How are you? Glad I made it in time. I'm glad you made it too, girl. Okay, let's see. Where am I? What time is it? 12:51. Okay, I gotta go soon. Is shea butter good for high porosity hair? It is. It is. I love shea butter. I love kapaasu butter and mango butter. Those are like my top 3 butters: shea butter, mango butter, and kapaasu butter. Those are so good. We are at 106 likes. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, let's see. I'm going back up. Where was I? Lost my spot again. Oh gosh. I just saw a comment that I didn't see until just now, and it made me smile. Okay, let's see. Any tips to deal with different hair? Sorry, I got distracted again. Any tips to deal with different hair textures? The top layer of my hair is 2C, but underneath is 3A, 3B, and I really hate it. Is there any way to solve this? Oh, you know what? Our hair is so wonderful, isn't it? That happens to me too. Like the back of my hair is usually the loose texture. Up here is like the tight texture. So I would say is you kind of have to handle it. I would handle your hair based off of the majority. So if the majority of your hair is in that 3A, 3B, I would focus on that. If the majority of it is the 2C, I would focus on that, how you want to handle that. When you get to the tighter texture, be mindful how you're handling it, because the tighter texture will be more prone to breakage and will also be more prone to dryness as well. So you kind of have to maneuver with it. And I want you to kind of look at it like this, right? Your hair is its own person, So with you developing that relationship with your hair, you'll start to understand its quirks, because no one's hair is perfect. No one's hair is like, you know what I'm saying? Like there's always little things about it. So the more you listen to your hair and figure out what works and what doesn't work for it, you'll start to love that. I know it's frustrating right now, but I promise you, as you continue on this hair care journey, it does get easier. It does get better, but you also have to, listen to it too. But I think for those textures, I would focus on the majority, like whatever the biggest part is. If it's the 3A, focus on that. And then the rest will fall into place. So that's what I would recommend. It's tricky when you have 2 different textures. So I feel your pain. Hampton Finest 201 says, yes, I made the mistake of going without washing for more than 2 weeks with fine, low porosity hair and regretted it. Too many knots. Girl, too many knots. Too many knots. That's my question too, because I want to use black castor oil to increase the thickness of my hair, but I have seborrheic dermatitis. Yeah, it's tricky. I would just, and here's the thing, with black castor oil, I've seen that most people have more issues with black castor oil than actual regular castor oil. Like my mom, for example, she can't use black castor oil on her scalp. Her scalp would just start itching and get red, but regular castor oil, I believe, is fine for her, So if you typically have like a sensitive scalp or you have a scalp condition, I would kind of steer clear of the black castor oil and opt for like the regular castor oil. That's what I would do. I miss my lighting, man. I charged it. I gotta find another one. Okay, let's see what's next. I saw that one already. Hi Tanya, I just got here. I'm going to try the healing clay. My question: should I wash my hair first? Yes, definitely. So anytime you use, well, when I use, like raw soul clay, for example, I will use it on freshly washed hair, and then I'll do my clay mask, and then I'll rinse it out. So yes, you want to do that on freshly washed hair. So yes, wash your hair first. Other than getting hormones checked for inflammation, what else can I do or apply for crown and edges thinning? Hey, Sunshine, we talked about that earlier. I mentioned definitely tackling edges topically. So like castor oil and a few drops of peppermint or rosemary oil would be really good for that area. Prevention, of course, you know, how you style your hair. And let me add this too. When it comes to like our edges, you guys have heard me talk about this before, but the edges of our hair is really the line of demarcation or the transitioning line, right? So we have, and when I say transitioning line, meaning our skin. So our skin here is different than our scalp skin here. You know what I'm saying? It's different. So with that transition, did I look cross-eyed when I did that? With that transition, you know, you're going to have some weakness around this line because you're going from this type of skin to this type of skin. So anything around the nape and the edges is going to be very, very fragile. So I say all that to say, make sure that your styles are catering to the natural weakness of that line, you know? So that's what I would recommend for you. And then also, once again, get on a good multivitamin so that you're getting all of your nutrients. What was your opinion on Rogaine for women? I said that Rogaine can be dependent, meaning your hair can become dependent on Rogaine. People can use it and see results with it, but then once they stop using it, then their hair starts to fall out. So it's that type of drug for some people. So that's what I was saying, that, you know, just kind of keep that in mind and be mindful of that. And I also mentioned that there was a study that was done where they compared Rogaine to, it was either peppermint or rosemary. I think it was rosemary oil. And they saw that rosemary performed just as well, if not better, than Rogaine. So, but once again, if you're going to use essential oil, never put it directly on your scalp, mix it in a carrier oil. So, yeah. Protein on dry hair versus protein on wet hair. What do you mean? Like, should you put it on dry hair or wet hair? Is that the question? If that's the question, I would say wet hair on cleansed hair first and then protein treatment. But then it depends too, because I think Olaplex is before. So it really depends on the formula, but mainly you want to do it on wet hair. Love your hair. Thanks, Carmen. It's a protective style. Okay. How often can I do ACV rinses? You can do them once a week. You can do them once a week, a few times a month, once a month, you know, however, whenever you feel like your hair needs that extra oomph, that extra cleansingness, or if you just want your curls to pop, you know, on your wash day, I would do an ACV rinse. Or if your scalp feels kind of weird, find it kind of crazy, or, you know, kind of gunky, do an ACV rinse. Okay, let's see. I think I answered your question already. What's a good shampoo that is light? What time is it? I gotta hop off in like 5 minutes. Okay. What's a good moisturizing shampoo that is light to wash my hair? I wash 2 times a week for my scalp. A light one, you want to opt for a liquid shampoo. A really good one is Carol's Daughter Wash Day Delight. That's a really good one. It is a liquid and it has like a little nozzle bottle. It's so cool. That one's really good. I like that one a lot. So I would say opt for that one. What to do if my hair looks wet if I use leave-ins or gels? I don't use any stylers because anytime I try, my hair looks wet from the product, even after it's dry. Okay, what do I do if my hair looks wet if I use leave-ins or gels? I don't have any stylers because anytime I try, my hair looks wet from the product, even after it's dry. So it looks wet, but it's not wet. Is that what you're saying? I don't think that's a problem. It's different if your hair just not drying, you know, you're just walking around with a wet head, then that's, you know, then that's different. But if your hair just looks wet and have like that wet look, because that's a style. Some people want that wet look style. You know what I'm saying? So that might be a perk for some people, but I don't see that as a bad thing, as a red flag. The only thing I would say would be bad is if like is bad is if you use like a leave-in or a hair gel and your hair is becoming really, really dry, you know, or like breaking, then I would say that's a red flag. But if your hair is not experiencing any of those things and your hair just has like a natural wet look to it when you put a gel on, that's a plus. A lot of people want that look, you know, so I don't see that as an issue. Does tea tree shampoo and conditioner stimulate hair growth? It does, depending on where it is in the formula. So if I create a shampoo and a conditioner, right, and I say it has tea tree oil in it, and there's only like 0.001% in it, I don't expect it to be very effective. But if I have it in there at like 1%, then yeah, it's going to be pretty effective. And even though 1% sounds so small, but essential oils are so potent that you really don't even need a lot for them to be effective. So it depends on where it is on the ingredient list. Oh boy, I need to get some coffee in me. Oh, okay. Let's see. Will scalp oiling clog the pores of the scalp? It depends on what oil you use. If it's a non-comedogenic oil, no. If it is a comedogenic oil, then yes. You guys know that I don't recommend coconut oil on the scalp, like full on 100% coconut oil on the scalp, because it is comedogenic. So I don't recommend that. But if you're using like a lightweight oil, like sweet almond or jojoba or grapeseed, that's completely fine for the scalp. Are you from North Carolina? No, I am from New Jersey. I just happen to be here in North Carolina. So yeah. I don't have an accent, do I? I don't sound Southern, right? My whole thing is I want to keep my Jersey accent, and it comes and goes, but then sometimes I say certain things and like that's like a Southern accent. I think I said something recently. I don't know what I said, but not digress. But no, I'm from New Jersey. Thank you so much for your messages and the information. You're welcome, Sherry. I'm glad I can help. Is it possible to have protein sensitive hair? That's a great question, Diane. Is it possible to have protein sensitive hair? So I don't know, because our hair is made up of protein. So it's kind of like, I don't know. Like, is that even a thing? You know what I'm saying? Because your hair is protein. How can you be sensitive to something that your hair is, you know? But some women experience that, you know? So I think it just depends on the formula. It depends on if the person's hair is just like really, really dry and they think it's protein sensitivity, but it's really lack of moisture. You know what I'm saying? Because usually 80% of our issues with our hair, if it's not styling and breakage, it's dryness. So I don't know. I feel like I need to do more research on that, you know? So that's my little spiel on that. But thank you for sharing that, because now I'm like curious and I want to do some more research on it. Opinion on the lock method, liquid, oil, cream method. I think it's a great method. I love the fact that the L is the first word, the liquid, because that's going to be your moisture, the oil to help seal in that moisture, and the cream, which also has additional moisture in it, plus the oil. So I think it's a good method. I think it's one of those methods where you kind of got to try and see how your hair responds to it, but I don't see any red flags with that method. Someone said run from the locks, keep the stress off the follicle. Absolutely. That's what I agree. I agree too. How long is your hair, Tanya? So it's a great question. Right now, when it's stretched, it's about at the top of my bra strap, and that's just blow dried. So if I was to flat iron it, it'll probably be past my bra strap. So that's kind of where I am. And I'm trying to wait until like December when it's no longer hot and humid to flat iron my hair. So that's what the plan is. So I'm trying to hold out. Okay, next question. I lost half my hair in beauty school. As I continue to do my hair as a licensed cosmetologist, I continue to lose my hair and my body spoke louder and symptoms got worse. Okay. What's your question? I don't understand the question. Oh, I had clients lose hair because of chemicals who didn't want to give up chemicals. And after finding out hair growth came back after giving up chemicals, who still chose to return to chemical treatments. Okay. My advice for someone who lost hair due to chemicals, but who gave up chemicals and hasn't had luck growing it back. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing, Sherry. I also want to state that everything is a chemical. We are chemicals. Our skin is a chemical. And I want to stress that because there's like this fight in the beauty industry where people are asking for chemical-free products, and people are actually making those statements on their product, like on the label, chemical-free shampoo. You can get sued for that. You can get a lawsuit for that because there's no such thing as a chemical-free anything. You know what I'm saying? So I would say just be mindful of like chemical-free because it doesn't exist. We are chemicals. Our very nature. Our skin is keratin. Keratin is a chemical. I think there's a difference between harsh chemicals, you know what I'm saying, and non-harsh chemicals, but everything is a chemical. So there's that. How often do you change out your brushes? I'm supposed to do them once every 3 months, but I don't. But ideally, you want to do it like either once every 3 months. Some people do once every 4 or 5 months. So it just depends on how often you use it and what's on the brush. Because if you use your brush and it has like product on it, it's going to get kind of gunky. So that would need to be swapped out quicker. But if you're just using it like on your hair and that's it, there's no product on it, then you can kind of get away with it a little bit longer. So it just depends. Okay, let's see. I'm going to scroll all the way down to see where am I. Let's see. What's your opinion on heat training? That's also a really tricky topic too, because I think heat in moderation is fine. Like for me, I don't use heat more than twice a year, right? But with those training their hair with heat, you do kind of expose yourself a little bit more to possible heat damage. So that's the only part that I don't like about it. I would just say that if someone's going to do heat training, for them to do protein treatments as well. And it doesn't have to be like a heavy protein treatment. It could be something light, but to make sure that your hair is strong for the heat training, that's the only thing I would say. So yeah, I'm not, yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of heat training. I think there's other ways to make your hair more manageable, because I'm assuming that's the point of heat training. If not, please let me know. Correct me if I'm wrong, but to my understanding, it's so that the hair can be more manageable and you have it more in its relaxed state versus your shrunken state. But there's other ways to do that. You can blow dry your hair, like without using a flat iron to heat train your hair, or you can just embrace your texture. So I don't know. It's kind of tricky, but if you are to do it, like I said, just keep up with your protein treatments. Make sure your hair is strong enough and not weak so that it doesn't go into damage. So that's my spiel on that. Okay, let's do maybe 2 or 3 more questions. I didn't know that about hair edges. Yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing. Okay, let me see. I'm trying to find a really good one. Because some of these questions I kind of addressed already. So I don't want to be redundant here or repetitive here. Okay, this is interesting. Is raw African black soap a good shampoo? Can brown rice water be used as conditioner, or do you have any recommendations for all natural conditioners? So to answer your question, a lot of people use African black soap as a shampoo. I tried it once. It was just too stripping for me. It was too drying. And maybe it was from where I got it from. Like the person who made it, they just didn't have enough oil in it or something. But it wasn't for me. But it is a very effective cleanser. So if you're looking for that, you can totally do that. I would even say black soap is a great clarifier for the scalp in the hair too. So yes, it can be a great shampoo. As far as the rice water being used as a conditioner, I don't think so, because with the rice water, yes, you're getting the hydration, right? That's just one part of a conditioner. You also want to factor in what makes up a traditional conditioner, right? So you have the water phase, but then you have your oil phase too. So you have your oils and your butters, you have your cationic ingredients, like your conditioning ingredients, like centramonium chloride, benzimonium chloride, benzimonium methyl sulfate. Like all of those are conditioning ingredients that seal the cuticle. They smooth the hair, they soften the hair. And I don't know if rice water can do all of that. Does it have any detangling ability? Is it a humectant? Like all the things that I look at as a conditioner and the beauty of the benefits of a conditioner, I don't think I see all of that in just one ingredient, such as rice water. So that's just my take on that. You can try it though and see, how you like it, see how your hair responds to it. If you're getting the detangling, if you're getting the softness, that's the most important thing. You know what I'm saying? Because the whole point of the conditioner is, of course, to bring back that nourishment, but it's also meant to close the cuticle as well. Because when we use a shampoo, shampoos have cleansing surfactants that slightly lift the cuticle. And that's what they do, when it comes to removing oil and dirt. But the whole point of the conditioner is to seal it, bring it back to it being normal, right? So if that rice conditioner or the rice water doesn't have those positive charges to bring the sealing of the cuticle back down, I don't think it's really doing I don't think it's really doing what a conditioner is supposed to do, if that makes sense. So that's just kind of how I look at it. And maybe that's just my chemist brain just overthinking, but that's what I would that's my spiel on it. But of course, with anything, I would say try it out and see how your hair responds to it. Hey Lanaya, glad you just joined. Can white vinegar be used for hair and scalp? Ooh, I don't know about that one, girl. I don't know. I never use white vinegar. Um, mm, I don't know. I mean, part of me wants to say try it, but part of me is like, nah, don't try that. So I would just stick to apple cider vinegar. Let me write that down because now I'm really curious. Now I want to know, like, can you use that on your hair? You might have a video coming to you soon, Lanaya, on vinegar, white vinegar on the hair. So I have it written down. It's here. Okay, let's see. Let's do 2 more questions and then I'm going to head out and I will save this live and we're going to go have a wonderful weekend. You're welcome, Lanaya. Okay. Sarlin says, while my hair is in braids, synthetic hair, I wash it once every 2 weeks. Is that okay? Yep, that's completely fine. That's fine. If you were to say, like, I wash my hair, I don't know, once every 8 weeks or every 6 weeks, is that okay? I would say no, that's not okay. But every 2 weeks, that's completely fine. Okay. I think I found my last question. Wait a minute, where to go? Okay, can I use normal conditioner as a leave-in? Can I use normal conditioner as leave-in conditioner with a butter or oil? You can. A lot of conditioners can be used as leave-in conditioners. The only one I wouldn't use as a leave-in conditioner is a protein conditioner. So, like, for example, Apogee, 2-minute reconstructorizer, the light protein conditioner. I wouldn't use that as a leave-in conditioner, but any moisturizing conditioner, yeah, you can totally use that as a leave-in conditioner. And then adding butter or oil to it, that's going to help with just making it more nourishing for the hair. So you can definitely do that as well. Great question. Is Apogee good for all hair types? They say it is. I haven't had a problem with it. I know women who have different hair textures use Apogee as well. So I think it's all for all hair types. And they don't really market it. Well, they do have a natural hair care line. Like they do have like a part where it's for curls. So they do have a dedicated marketing product for that. But as far as the protein treatment that I'm talking about in this video, from what I've seen, it's for all hair types. All right, I'm going to go because if I don't, I'm going to keep answering questions. Is washing your hair 2 times a week bad? It depends on the hair. I wouldn't do it, but if your hair responds well to it, then that's okay. But I'm just a once a weeker type of girl. That's just me personally. Because you don't want to strip the scalp too much, like you don't want to remove those oils too much. You don't want to do too much frequent washing because now you're opening yourself up to a dry scalp and an itchy scalp, so you kind of gotta be careful with that. But I would say try it, see what happens, see what works, because everyone's scalp responds to different things. Have you discussed, see, this is what happens. Okay. Have you discussed moisturizing pressed hair? Not in this live. I haven't. But when when your hair is straight, like let's say I was to flat iron my hair, right? Like right now, flat iron my hair, it would be so hard for me to moisturize my hair because the whole point of moisturizing my hair is to apply a water-based product, right? But I don't want to apply a water-based product because that's going to ruin the silk press that I have or the pressed style that I had, right? So what I tend to do is I recognize that when I straighten my hair, it's temporary. It's only for a certain amount of time. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's how all styles should be. You know, they shouldn't be lasting forever in a day. So what I do to prepare my hair for a silk press is I do a really good deep conditioner before I get my hair, you know, done. Whether that's if I flat iron my hair that night, I'm making sure I'm doing a really good deep conditioner to put the nourishment and the moisture that my body needs or that my hair needs, you know, prior to me flat ironing because I won't be technically washing it the next week like I normally would. So if I was to flat iron my hair, I will try to rock the style for at least 2.5 weeks. That's the max. I can't go longer than that because I got to wash my hair. You know what I'm saying? So do a good deep conditioner. But as the silk press begins to fade, and we all know what that's like. When you first get a silk press, when you first press your hair is like flowy and it's like, oh, it's so great. I love it, right? But then after the first week, it starts to get a little slower. It's like, okay, it ain't flowy like it used to. That's kind of like the what's the word? The timeline of that press, that silk press coming to an end, right? That time is when I will start incorporating a little bit of moisture. Now, I'm not going to go spray liquid moisturizer. I'm going to go for maybe like a cream, like a nice light cream, something like that, where I can get some moisture, but I'm focusing mainly on my ends. This part of my hair during that time, it's okay. I might do like some oil around here, like a lightweight oil, like argan oil or something like that on my hair. But when I get to the point of my silk press coming to an end, I will start to introduce a lightweight cream to the ends of my hair. So in that case, my hair does not become so dry that I'm getting breakage now from the silk press. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I would do it. But the big thing here is that I don't leave it in for long. I just 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks max. That's it. So yeah. Okay. Crystal said, is that her natural hair? Girl, no, this is a protective style. I'm a lazy natural. For the past 3 months, I've been a very lazy natural. And I've been putting on these headband wigs, baby, and my hair is retaining length. But I can show you my hair. You want to see my hair? Because I did take my hair down. Well, I take my hair down every night. I don't leave this on. I don't go to bed with this. I have this on because I'm here with you guys. I'm going out in a few, but I can show you my hair, Crystal. Hold on one second. That's my hair. Okay. So that's me. That's my natural hair. This is just protective. And I do this because my hair is retaining so much length. I feel like I cracked the code. So my hair wants to be left alone. I'm gonna leave it alone because that gives me more time to myself. So, but yeah, but I'm gonna make a video on that too because that's gonna be really good. Just talking about this journey of lymph retention and wigs and all the things, and how to wear these wigs. Because I mentioned earlier in this video that this is actually a lace front wig. It's not even supposed to be a headband wig. It's a lace front wig. But what I do is instead of putting the wig here, like most people do, I put it here. I have my little part. This is my hair right here. I have my little part here, so it lines up, right, with the wig, and to put a little headband over the seam. That's it. Done. Done. So yeah. All right, guys, I'm gonna go because I'm gonna get sucked in again, and before you know it, we're gonna go for another hour because I've done that before. But I hope you guys have found this information very helpful. We are at 135 likes. The goal was 100. I'm so happy that you guys found this helpful. I will definitely be back on here live next week. I am going to do a a special skincare video. You guys know my last live, I mentioned I want to do a Curly Chemistry skincare edition. I'm going to drop that video. I'm leaning towards Wednesday. So normally Wednesday is Ask Tanya, but I think this Wednesday I'm going to do that Curly Chemistry skin video where I can talk more about just different skin products, body washes, deodorant, all the things that I currently love. You may hear some noise in the background. Hold on one second. The people are like blowing the, what do you call those? The people. Okay. So what was I saying? Yes, skincare. So stay tuned for that. Next week we're going to do yeah, thank you, girl. A lawn blower. Couldn't figure it out. Yeah, so next week we are going to do a Curly Chemistry skincare edition video. I'm leaning towards Wednesday, so stay tuned for that. I'm going to share a few amazing skincare products and the science behind them. I want to start implementing skincare a little bit in Curly Chemistry. Not a lot though, like 10%, like not that much, but little pop-ups here and there, because you guys do ask questions about skincare and my skin and what I do and stuff like that. So I definitely want to do that. Your videos are always helpful. See you next time. See you next time, sis. Thank you so much for sharing all your knowledge about hair care. You're welcome, Pam. Will you please do a video on how you made a lace front wig into a headband wig that you wore today? You are the best. Of course, Jennifer, I can definitely do that. Definitely do that. And you guys have been asking for more hair tutorials for me for a while. And I've been like, no, I don't want to do it. But now I'm like, okay, I should do more hair tutorials. I really should. And I did one on Instagram. Did you guys see it? Do y'all follow me on Instagram? Do y'all follow me on Instagram? Curly.chemistry on Instagram. Do y'all follow this page? If not, follow. Oh, look at all this content. Quit playing. Look at all this. Look at all that. All of that. Curly.chemistry on Instagram. Follow me, okay? But I did a hair tutorial on here. Look at that. I'm so proud. That's me, y'all. That's me spraying on my hair. The hair grease, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. Sealing and smoothing it into the hair, you know what I'm saying? Making my little braid, because you always want to set your hair. Set your hair. Take care of your ends, baby your ends. Bop, 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 bop. There you go. Look how juicy. Look at the juiciness. Look at that. Look at that. The next morning I unraveled. Look at that shine. Look at that. Okay, quit playing. So anyway, I'm trying to get more into tutorials. I'm trying. So y'all follow me. Okay, great. Thank you guys so much. So yeah, so just new things coming for Curly Chemistry. A lot of fun stuff coming up. So I appreciate your support. So glad you guys are here. I don't take it for granted. I love the community that we have, the Curly Chemistry community. Y'all are my curl friends, and I'm just so happy you guys are here. And I hope you guys found this helpful. So I'm going to head out and get my day started. I really want to go to Starbucks. I have a problem, by the way. Can we talk about something real quick? Like something random? Since it's only 113 of us in here. It's only 113. So it's a small amount of us here. So I feel like I trust you guys. I trust y'all, right? I can share my woes with you, because it's only, oh, it's 115 now. Okay. It's only 115 of us in here now. So I feel like I can, this is between us, because not everyone's going to get to this part of the video. That's one good thing. Well, not good thing, but that's one thing about YouTube. Not everyone gets to the end of the video. So even with me replaying this, not everyone's going to see this, but y'all are here. So y'all get to hear this woe of mine. I have a problem. Okay. And maybe you guys can give me some advice. I know I've been giving advice for the past hour and some change, but I need some advice. Okay. I have a problem. I think I go to Starbucks way too often. On average per week, I go at least 5 or 6 times. Last month in August, I spent $88 at Starbucks. Why? Am I the only one who does this? Is it me? Am I the only one in the world who has an issue? And I'm starting to realize this is an issue because I know who's going to be at the drive-through at a certain time of the day. That bothers me. How do I know that this kid, the skinny kid with the stringy hair, he's going to be right there around 3 o'clock every day? I have a problem. Help. What do you buy at Starbucks? Girl. Okay, so I love the okay, I'm getting excited. Oh, okay. I love the what's it called? The shaken espresso, the brown sugar shaken espresso, the ice drink, so good. I love me a good iced chai tea. Put a little shot of espresso in there, so good. It's pumpkin season. I love me a nice little pumpkin spice ice thing, so good. They got this new thing with the apple ice chai, no, the apple shaken espresso, so good. And if I want a little special drink that's not on the menu, venti lemonade, half peach juice, splash of coconut milk. Thank me later. And you get a venti, and it's like $5. Normally, ventis are like $7, $8. I just saved you some money. Okay, help me. I need help. Okay. So what's it? Okay, a venti is $10, so that's not that bad. What do you buy at Starbucks? I just answered that. Maybe you have an addiction. Maybe I do, Crystal. I think I do. I need help. Go on wait, whoa. Go on Thursday after 12 p.m. the month of September. See no drinks. Really? You're not helping me. DD Logan 99. You're not helping me. Really? Okay, wait. Go on Thursday after 12 p.m. the month of September. We are in September, aren't we? We are. Seasonal drinks are BOGO. What? Why are you telling me this? Because I will literally go to Starbucks and get one for now and one for later. I kid you not. I do that. And for the one for later, I tell them no ice. So that when it's later, I can put my own ice, have my own drink. You are not helping me, girl. You are not helping me. You're not helping me. Okay, I'm here. The Holy Spirit just had me a 2-day, oh, really? A 10-day coffee fast? Girl. Pam says, you are not alone. My close friend and my daughter had the same problem. Now my nose is running. My friend was addicted to chai tea. Girl, I just followed a DIY page where a former barista makes them at home. I'll DM you her page. Yes. Send me, please. Send me the DM, please. I'll be looking for you. I used to be like that too. Buy some good quality beans, a grinder, frother, and a French press. You'll start going to Starbucks for the nostalgia once in a while, but yours will be better. My friend told me that this morning. Thank you, T. Treat yourself once a week. Once a week. Okay. It's cheaper to make your own coffee and drinks at home. Laughing my butt off. I called you a Starbucks connoisseur. Iced chai tea with espresso shot. You may be addicted. You can make your own. It's a problem if you think so. Again, Thursday at 12 p.m. BOGO free. I started praying about it first, then I started cutting back. Pray. Yes, man, you sound like my daughter. Girl, you work hard. Treat yourself. Okay, Patricia. Yes. Hair grease is bomb. Yes, girl, it is bomb. Sugar. Sugar. Sounds like you could lose from 5 to 10 pounds. Girl, don't read me my life. And maybe that's what it is. It's the sugar. I'm addicted to the sugar. I had the same problem. I had to go cold turkey. Unfortunately, I'm over Starbucks. I even canceled my account. You canceled your account? It was hard. Found a small shop. They're good. I do like small shop coffees. Yeah. Okay. All right. Make conscious effort to cut it down from 5 days to 3 days. Okay. Start making my own tea for similar reasons. Don't buy tea, hot, cold, or lemonade because they don't taste as good. Ruin outside teas for myself. I'm too particular now. Okay. Girl, renounce the spirit of Starbucks edition. Ebony, don't say that. I need to renounce that. I need to. Mm, mm. Write down these weekly calories and see how much you are getting. Maybe an eye opener. You're right. It may be an eye opener. Try looking for a good Black owned coffee shop where you want to treat yourself. When you want to treat yourself. I like that idea too. Okay. Thank you for letting me get that out. I appreciate it. I have never had Starbucks coffee, so I'm no help. And people always tell me like Starbucks is really not that good. Like the coffee beans are not that good, but it is their branding. They do have great branding, and I just go. I rebuke it in the name of the Lord. Period. All right. Well, here's the thing. I'm going to start on Monday. Okay. Because it's already in my brain, in my mind, that I'm going to close this computer, hop in my car, and go to Starbucks. It's already in my brain right now. Okay. So, what I'm going to do is start on Monday because I'm actually talking to like a holistic nurse on Monday. Just talk about like health stuff and weight stuff and just being healthier. So, and I know she's going to put me on a regimen. She's going to put me on a regimen. I didn't know it. So this weekend is my time to have fun. This weekend is my time to enjoy myself. We are going to hold you to that. Okay, the accountability is real. Okay, Jacqueline, start Sunday because it's a new week. After you buy the cup today, read the nutritional value. Okay. But yeah, I'm going in. I'm going in today. Okay. I'm gonna get my little drink, and I'm gonna be happy. But once the new week start, I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna do a lot better. Okay. So I appreciate all of y'all for helping me with this issue. It means more to me than you realize. Be careful that even if you make your own at home, be careful with your sugar intake. I love making iced coffee and cappuccino at home, but limited amounts during the week. Okay. I was like that in college, had to go back to my campus to Starbucks every afternoon. And then later on at the mall one, sugar is the enemy. Sugar is the enemy. Okay. And I be talking about inflammation. Carbs cause inflammation. And I know this. That's why I'm saying I need help. So I appreciate y'all holding me accountable. I'm glad we had this very private conversation. This is between me and y'all. Okay. I'm looking at you in your eye. I'm looking at you in your eye right now. This is between me and you. Okay. Does taking caffeine internally help with hair growth, or should it be topically? Ideally topically. You can take instant coffee. Make sure it's caffeinated though. And take that liquid topically on the scalp, massage it in because it's a great stimulant. But definitely topically. Private between you and millions of other people. Well, I have no comment on that. All right, guys. I love you so much. Make healthier choices like plant-based sugar substitutes. Ask Tabitha Brown. Yes, Tabitha, Auntie Tab be knowing. Okay. Is there anyone in North Carolina going to the game this weekend in Greensboro between NCCU and A&T? I'm just curious. Probably not. No? Okay, never mind. All right. I love y'all so much. Thank you for letting me vent my Starbucks woes to you. Definitely be sure to watch the replay of this video. I'm going to save it now. Lanai, you going? You going to the game, girl? Tanya like family that says bye. 45, girl. I know, it's horrible. I love y'all too. Lanaya, you not going? You raised your hand. I thought you was going. I got excited. I went to the Buffs and TCU game. Was fire. Was it? I'm excited to go. I went to NCCU, an amazing HBCU here in Durham, North Carolina, in which I believe that I've only gone to like 3 football games. And I graduated in 2015. So I need to do better. So we're going to have fun though. I'm excited. I'm going to post some of it on my IG story. All right. All right, y'all. I'm gonna head out. I love y'all so much. I'm giving y'all a big hug. This is a big therapy session. We had a therapy session. We had a therapy session, our first one. So I'm gonna update y'all. I'm gonna let y'all know how it's going. And I'm gonna say, for those who know, because not everybody gonna know, but we know what we're talking about. So, all right. I love y'all so much. Have a great weekend. Be safe. Have fun. Stay cool. If y'all are in southern states, because it's hot. It's supposed to rain this weekend though, but just stay cool. Drink water and say no to Starbucks. All right. I love y'all. Bye.